I want my advent calendar filled.
We're live?
Why? Oh, because it's time.
Yeah.
Oh. Brent, get over here.
I was trying to get our soundboard up and running, which is not.
I missed the dance again. I want them to fix the music so I can dance my
The
intro.
soundboard is working. It's just, it's not. We don't get to
We
hear
don't
it.
get to hear it, not really.
makes
So
me
I,
sad.
yeah, it makes me sad too. Eddie's on it though, right, Eddie?
All right, so I guess I should.
He's
welcome
like this.
people.
Okay. Hi.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Sewing Shenanigans with Becky and Brent.
Oh, Brent and Becky,
Get
the
that-
B&B team.
Is that B&B? Like an Airbnb?
No, not doing any airing with you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
No,
So,
B&B.
thanks for joining us this fine evening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like what you got going on there.
I
just
do
sat down,
too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a nice shot. So anyway, I guess I should get us started.
Whoops,
with
I'm
shop
tangled.
news. What's that? You good?
I'm tangled, but that's okay. I'm just going to move my tangle.
got the
You go
tangle?
ahead. You
Okay.
go ahead.
Volumes are good. Everybody's good. So shop news. Beginner quilting again. September 1st. That's going to start up. We just finished up our first round of beginner quilting classes. Everybody's very excited.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And so we've actually.
Stuff is beautiful. By
It
the
is.
way. It's
And so-
beautiful.
And so we've actually probably going to have like a beginner 2 class that we're going to start up, but that's a different story. The one that you don't need to be worried about is beginner quilting for September 1st. We still have a couple spots in that, so that's ready to, so sign up for that sooner than later because I think we're about half full there. The other thing is we got Fill in the Blank coming up on August 5th, which is a Thursday, and August 7th, which is a Saturday.
Already.
Yeah.
But
did we-
those might be coming in late, which will really mess us up.
well, if they come in late,
Okay. They sent out a big blast email
they might be late.
saying,
'Cause what's on the way is actually the collage pillow.
yeah, they
I got the
sent a
invoice for
big email saying, we're
That-
doing our best, but the bling.
If it is late, because it's supposed to be what, like a doggy bandana thing?
Yeah.
If it turns out to be late and you want to sign up for Fill in the Blank, it'll be a Fill in the Blank makeup day. How's that sound? You can come in and we can do just fill in the blank. We got a few of them. Oh,
Well, can you hear me, Lisa?
can they hear
By
us?
the way, Lisa, is that the Lisa I got to meet in person on
Yes.
Saturday? Hi, Lisa!
Lisa,
It was great to meet
Lisa!
you in person.
Okay, yep, they're saying too low. Is it everybody's volume or just our volume?
I don't know, Carol and Kim.
Okay, yes.
Oh, drat.
All right, do I have to start over? Should I start over or just keep going? You're going to fix it
Did
in
they-
post, Eddie?
Did you guys hear anything we said, or were we just like volume too low, hard to hear?
maybe my mic is...
Carolyn, did you
Funky.
turn up your earpiece?
Is it like me specifically?
Or is it
Your earpiece.
Maybe it needs to be nearer your mouth.
Who, me? Or maybe the man on the soundboard needs to up my audio gain.
Yeah.
I should be on.
Okay.
It looks like the little things are moving over there. It says it should be good if I move my
Hi,
hands.
Lisa. Hi,
Anyway,
Lisa.
continuing. So like I said, just a quick recap. Beginner quilting, September 1st, fill in the blank, on August 5th and 7th. If for some reason we don't have this month's blanks in on time, we will be doing a makeup fill in the blank, which is basically we've got a bunch of blanks and we'll make one up.
Come in and do something.
Come in and enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun.
And then we'll have to just do the other one but maybe
Yeah.
it'll come in by then.
Yeah, I'm keeping
you
my fingers
know?
crossed.
Maybe it'll come in.
And then we have the Design Center class on July 31st. If you're interested, we're going to be covering the Design Center on, which is the Design Center on the Luminaire, the Stellaire, and the Dream Machines. We're just going to
But
cover
you
some
can't
basics.
cover it all.
No, it's going to be kind of a basic kind of intro. This is what it can do, and we'll
'Cause
probably.
there's so much.
Oh, there's a ton, but we're going to do a little intro, and we'll probably
Okay.
have we'll probably make a little bit of a file. We'll make a little design, but we're not going to actually stitch it out. We won't have time for that. I'm fairly certain.
Okay.
But it'll be a fun intro class. Bring your brains because I think we have it scheduled for like 4 hours, so it should be good. Question and answer. It'll be a good class. It's going to be more of an intro. We won't get into the super advanced stuff. Yep, Karen's going to put her earpieces. All I can imagine is Carolyn, she's down there with one of those old-fashioned horns in her ear, up to the television. I can't hear you.
Carolyn needs to move up to the answer.
She's working working on it. She's working on it.
So that's what we've got coming up for classes. And then what I also wanted to say is we've got a lot of classes. We're going to be starting in September. We're probably going to see September. We're going to start loading up classes. Our classroom is getting to the point where we want it to be. We've got our shelves built and our cutting built and all that. So we're getting ready to really start doing classes. And one of the things I just wanted to talk about.
I have spent
You've got
the
all
last
plans.
4 days on bringing them to the
Oh, you-
committee, man.
okay,
I got some over the top ideas.
And what we wanted to, and since we now have the classroom all set up, we do have, some of you know that we do have some storage and whatnot here with the plan to, make that available for people. If you go on our website and check out the Sewing Center tab, I just updated that today to make sure it's all up to date, but we are going to start,
I didn't know this.
It's been there for a while, just kind of sleeping there, nobody really paying attention. But if you actually go look at if you go to our website, fourpinesquilting.com, and click on Sewing Center.
You should have done that.
But you got to leave them something to do at home, a mystery to solve, as it were.
Okay.
We have our prices and stuff now set up for the classroom. So what we've got is $10 for a day pass. So if you want to just come hang out and sew with us for the day, $10, just come on in.
No, but what if there's a class going on?
And then that's outlined because actually it says on it. If there's no class on the schedule, that's a day that's open for open sewing. So you can come on in and for $10 hang out and sew. But if there's a class,
What if I have a gal pal group and we want to come in every week, 1 day a week? Can we reserve?
I am working on that.
So there's a possibility.
There's definitely going to be a
gal pal.
there's definitely going to be a we're going to have that set up.
We're going to figure all of it out.
The group side of it is still in work. I
Yeah.
just got the individual stuff sorted. So if you want to come and hang out, like I said, it's $10 for the day. We are going to offer sewing machine rentals. So if you do want to just come in and rent a sewing machine, it'll be $25 for the day, which will include your $10 day pass. So it's just $25 and we got a machine here for you. If you want to rent an embroidery machine, so you just want to hang out and do some embroidery, and don't feel like bringing your machine or you don't have a machine, it's $40 for the day.
Whoa.
And then if you're one of those hardcore people that are going to camp out here a lot,
And that includes your day pass?
yes, machine rental prices include
So if I say, I don't want to lug my machine, but I want to come in and sew.
So $25 for the day, and we'll have a machine here for you. Now, if you're going to be spending a lot of time here, and you want to bring your machine in, we're going to have what we call the Quilt Club Pass. Now, these are going to be very limited. That's why I'm throwing this out here now. We're probably going to start this up in August. But the Quilt Club, I should call it Sewing Club, I don't know. It's called Quilt Club because quilt and the alliteration worked really well. So the Quilt Club Pass is going to be $60 a month.
And what do I get for that?
For $60 a month, there is no day pass fee. You get to sew for free whenever you come in.
As long as there's not a class.
As long as it's not a class.
So no, the $10 thing is gone.
Is gone. But there's more for $60 a month.
And what would that be?
That
Guys,
is-
I really haven't heard any of
Yes.
this. I'm very excited
for
that
the
you
$60
did your
a month,
homework.
not only is there no day pass fee,
But
you have storage.
the cubbies.
The cubbies. We will give you a cubby to put your stuff in.
So I don't have to rent a machine. I can leave my stuff here.
As long as it
I
fits
can
in.
rent a machine if I want.
If you want.
Or I can store my stuff here.
Exactly.
In a cubby.
In a cubby.
And then I can quilt anytime I want.
That there's no class on the schedule.
And the store's open.
And the store's open, yes.
And I can just come in and hang.
And that's $60 a month.
Wow.
Wow. And with that, I think I put it on here. Yes, you will get in the Quilt Club if you do decide you need to rent a machine. So say you have all your sewing stuff here and you want to embroider, you get 50% off machine rentals.
Whoa!
So for that day,
I don't have to buy an embroidery machine. And Becky shows me how to do, say, my exciting thing has been my Alice quilt, edge to edging with, we're going to talk about, oh my God, this thing I bought that I got to talk to you about. But anyway, they don't even need an embroidery machine.
That's correct. So when they want to come in, maybe 1 day a month they want to use an embroidery, they can just rent
They just want to rent it for that project.
Yeah. So and you get 50% off because you're in the Quilt Club. So it's
Yeah.
So anyway, those are the new and exciting things that our classroom. We're now starting to we're going to be doing a lot more with the classroom. So that's the individual stuff. Probably next week we're going to get more into the group things like gal pal sewing days and that sort of thing. But so if you do want to come hang out with us, like I said, it's $10 for the day. Bring your stuff in. If you want to rent a machine, that's all available. Like I said, it's on our website now under the Sewing Center tab. So it'll give you all that information, and that's going to start probably tomorrow because
And the cubbies are first come, first served.
Cubbies are first come, first serve. I think we have a total of 8. So once we fill those up, I think I can probably squeeze a couple more in the back room, but we're going to limit it. So the cubbies are first come.
Stop with the squeezing. You've done so well.
Yeah, well,
No more squeezing.
I'm just saying we might be, but there is 8 available. So if you are
Okay.
interested in this, in the storage side of the Quilt Club stuff, you need to get on that sooner than later, and I have to probably do some, anyway, that's out there. So if you want to
Good
do
job.
it, shoot an email.
That's all very exciting, and that's all on the web page.
That's all, yes. The
website.
Sewing Center is the Sewing Center tab on the webpage.
Awesome.
So that's exciting. Yay!
It's very exciting.
And I think that's all I had for shop news,
That's
which
quite
kind
a lot of shop news.
Okay.
But no, and we want to show this off too, real quickly.
Oh,
I gotta
another
take
note
my
on shop
toys
news. I
out.
forgot to
Oh.
grab it.
Oh
But
yeah.
there is a
and
new-
this is shop news.
Yeah, there is a new collection that came in.
Oh, and you didn't bring it over? I died for this stuff.
I mean, what's that? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could show it because I mean, it's not like we're age appropriate here.
Oh. Will
The-
my
the
will
one-
my mannequin enjoy it?
No, I'm sure your mannequin, yes, will like it.
I
But
don't even think the mannequin shows up.
it's
We
more,
have a happy
it's,
mannequin
It's more
too.
that if my mom's watching, she's gonna be, why did you buy that for your shop? It's in the corner where we
Well,
did
I'll
it.
show this while we're waiting
Yes,
for that.
okay.
Last week you showed a new panel we got.
Yes, and then Brenda,
And then Brenda got busy.
like
And
she does.
oh, I just noticed what you did on there, Brenda. I don't know if you can catch this, but Brenda got fancy dancy with her design center people. And she did, look at this, she did custom quilting.
Yeah.
Brenda, I'm so proud of you.
I have the design center.
You do, and that's
And so
gorgeous.
this is that's really that's actually pretty good because you can see with
Can
this,
you see the
yeah.
scarf she did?
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
So this is- we're gonna-
Look how accurate that is.
We're going to cover that how to do that sort of stuff with your embroidery machine with the design center class.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yes.
She did a great
So anyway,
job. I
want
love
to zoom
it.
that out, Eddie, so they can
So
see
these
the
are
whole thing. There
little
you go.
pockets, right? Little advent
Yeah, little
pockets. And
advent.
I was decorating it for me because,
Yeah, because you're just going to put fun
Hey,
stuff
wait
in
a
it.
minute, Brenda.
They're not in order? Is
No,
that-
are they not supposed to be in
They're
order?
just supposed to
Or
be-
did you have too much wine when you put this together?
A little wine helps.
I'm like, that's not 1, 2, 3.
What's the how it's printed? It's so you.
So I have to think.
Well,
Oh
if you're
my
gonna have
Lord.
if you're gonna have a 6-year-old going after chocolate, you might as well make him work for
I
it.
have to. I'm gonna have to think to find my present. Okay, but that's really cute, and I love that you took it up a notch, girl.
So the new fabric
I love it. And she did the bird. Oh.
is the gummy bears.
See, I love
Everybody likes the gummy bears,
Oh.
and those that you know,
Oh.
and those that have children know
That it's not always
it's not.
sugar.
Well, I shouldn't say children, but if you have of a certain persuasion, you know that gummy bears are part of a different
edible. Edible.
an edible culture
An edible
that
culture
focuses on. And yes, Mom,
That
I
in
know.
New Hampshire, we're not supposed to do edibles either.
I have no idea. I
Do
don't-
you know, this is, here
I
I go
don't-
again. Do you know in Massachusetts you can now get your pot delivered to your door like a pizza? They just passed it. You can literally, you don't even have to get up and go to the dispensary anymore.
So Uber weed.
That's where Tina lives.
So you're talking. So Uber's now going to deliver your.
I don't know. I think, you know
No,
how Domino's runs around with
yeah.
a little car with
Yeah.
Domino's on it? I think there's a little car with a
So-
pot leaf on it that runs through the neighborhoods and says,
Yeah. See, I know.
or it's like the ice cream truck. Ding, 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 ding.
So
you
the-
want a gummy bear or a worm?
See, Dan Morris designed this, and I love Dan Morris's designs. He's got a really nice. Go this way.
Oh, that bag we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, this
this
is a-
would be stunning.
But it's a really nice print. This is actually what sold me on this was this panel, and like I said,
I know,
my
we're only showing half
Yeah,
of it.
if
And
my-
it doesn't do it justice because the colors are gorgeous.
I know if my mom's watching, she's like, "Why are you in the store?" And
no, this,
I'm
this,
not.
this.
I'm not passing judgment. I personally do not
beautiful.
partake, but
I can't partake because of our drug policy at work, but if there wasn't one, I would. And that's
it's
the
just
truth.
it's just not my thing.
we
but
get random testing, so I can't.
I was gonna say,
can't.
aren't you HR? Can't you fix that?
See now, no, my husband is the one in final say. What can I say? I can.
See, now this was kind of a cool one too because it just you had the color in there, so that's really kind of a neat.
It's very cool.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then,
I can see lots of fun projects with this.
and I know that nobody's gonna make this for themselves. It's
Whoa.
always their
Yeah, I was
cousin.
gonna say, my sons.
My
would
brother,
love
my son,
this.
everybody except themselves. Nobody
Maybe
makes
I'll
this.
make my husband one and have it hanging in his office.
Make a tie for him.
So I can say change the policy. Yeah, you know what? He wouldn't get the gummy bear thing. I can
know.
make a
Make-
gummy
make-
bear
yeah,
tie.
make a gummy bear tie. He would be oblivious. It would be fantastic.
Beautiful border
So yeah,
print.
and I gotta find. I think there's a project that goes with this that
We
I
got to
didn't
talk
look up.
about border prints more.
Yes.
That was on my list.
But this is, like I said, this came in. I know it's not for everybody, but I do know that the people that it is for love this. And if you do,
Can I have this for like a dress?
You
Wouldn't this
could.
be cute? Wouldn't this be
it
cute?
would.
I love my little dresses. Yeah. She's holding up the colorful marijuana leaves.
But
The
that's,
rainbow
like I said,
ones.
I know it's not for everybody. I know some people are kind of like, yeah. But there is,
No.
but it's fun stuff.
That's
if you
gonna
are
go.
into it, you get it through the light. Last time I had some happy fabric like this, it's most of it sold out in about a week.
Yeah.
So
really.
if you are into this and you want this, come scoop it up. If you're one of those people that likes to do craft shows, I can tell you that bowl cozies
yeah,
are
that's-
popular out of this. I have
yeah.
no idea
Thank you,
why.
Lynn. Thank you, Lynn.
But that's,
Vienna Lynn.
that came in. It should be on our website. It's that what $10.95 a yard, I believe, with flat rate shipping of $7.50.
I love it.
Or you can come on in.
I love
All
it.
right,
We
so
like
that-
them coming in. We
so that's-
love them coming
Yeah.
in.
So that's all I got for shop news.
That's enough shop news.
That was-
no,
yeah.
let's
Oh,
talk
yes.
about this.
So we've.
Oh, see, I'm a thread kind of gal.
So what we've done is what we were trying to figure out what to do with all our samples, and we ran a pilot program last month, and it was kind of successful. So now we're gonna.
It was kind of successful. I'm sorry, I'm picking threads off.
So
But that,
no,
Stop
but we didn't really announce it a lot. But but when we did, if you spend $100, we enter you in a drawing for this quilt.
I can't help it. It's. Ah!
So if you like this, because we're going to kind of do a Christmas in July theme, now till the end of August, if you spend $100 in the shop,
So you just come in and you spend $100.
spend $100. We print.
What-
What we do is we print out an extra receipt. You put your name on the back, and it gets thrown into the drawing bucket. And so all you got to do is just got to spend $100.
And then at the end of the month, or how long?
yeah,
4 weeks later?
Well, we're going to go to the end of August. At the end of August, we're going to draw a name, and whoever we draw gets to take that home.
I love this idea.
And so I like.
I
yeah,
love it.
Now I want to get it because every time I look at this quilt, I'm like, it's kind of a fun quilt.
It's a really fun
And everybody's
quilt.
looking at it like, oh, that's a gorgeous quilt. I want to make. Well, I'm sorry. If you like this quilt, the fabric got sold 2 years ago. I
Well,
think.
don't
Is
you
it-
have some of it left?
Nope.
Oh, I got,
We
I
might
got,
have. We might have the. We might
I
have some
got
of the panels left.
some in my stash
We
somehow.
might have some of the panels left, but this is actually a Christmas
Look at
sample
those
from
little,
2 years ago.
those little foxes.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God,
But those
they're
were the
adorable.
first. Those were the first ones to go.
And the little squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super cute. Super cute.
So that's like. So if you like that, just come to the shop and spend $100. If you're gonna do like an online order, just make a note
So
in the
you get-
customer note, and we'll throw you in the drawing because I won't remember if you don't make a note. 'cause-
So if I'm like got $200 worth of stuff, can I break up my order and get 2 chances to win?
if you really want to be hardcore about it, we'll print off 2 receipts. We'll put you in twice.
Okay. All right. Well, you know I do.
Well, I understand that. You see, you think of all the
I
angles.
do. I do think
The
of
angles
angles,
I
I
don't
do.
even think of. I'm just like spend $100. Get it. I'm like, what if I spend 500?
Yeah.
Machines don't count. I'm gonna throw that out there because somebody's gonna come and buy a machine.
Oh yeah, I just bought a Luminaire.
Yeah, put in 100 tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so there's that. So
There
that's
is that.
am I done with shop news? Because I forgot to put that on my.
I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's been great though. There's
Yeah.
a lot going on, and I love it.
I think you should mention the Luminaire.
Oh, the special financing on the Luminaire again that we talked about last week. The
Yeah.
72-month program,
Yes.
0 interest.
0% 72 months. I think it's good.
We have no more dream machines in stock.
Yes.
So if somebody is
Okay, and I gotta honestly say this. You probably all can't hear Brenda. Can they hear Brenda? She's saying the Dream
Oh yeah,
Machines
look at that mic right there.
that have sold.
Yeah,
Is
the
that
Dream
it?
Machine. Yeah, the Dream Machines. All the Dream Machines we
Great,
had.
because
I had
was
like
going to tell you how great Dream Machines are.
I had like
but
3 of them till like this morning, and then the last one sold.
That's fantastic. Well, you know why? You can't go wrong with those
Oh, those
machines.
Dream Machines are
They are
fantastic.
solid. But I have to tell you, the last couple days I've been doing some. I'll tell you, I went out and bought one of those weightless quilters. Have you seen those from Dime?
Yes, the weird little frame
They're
thing.
very weird. And I'm going
I
to, long
saw
story
those-
short, I'm going to bring it in for you to look at it.
I saw those
Because I
demoed.
paid more than I should have for
I
it. Because I've
saw
since
those-
found it for less money.
I saw those demoed about 6 years ago.
Yes.
And I'm like, who in their right mind buys this? And I guess that's you.
Okay, because I like to, I'm a trinket person. I want to say, can I recommend it or can I not recommend it? Should you carry it in the store or shouldn't you carry it in
I'm
the
gonna
store?
guess it's a big fat probably not.
Actually, when I first unpacked it, that was my reaction.
Really? And you were
But
swayed.
now I have been using it and have been customizing it to the way I want it
Okay.
to work. And I definitely, the price is for the engineering, not even the engineering of it, because there's no engineering.
It's a bunch of PVC
But
pipes.
the
isn't it?
idea, I'm going to bring it in because I want to show it off.
Yeah.
Because I want other people's opinion, because I don't know.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying it, and
Maybe.
I took it out of the box and thought I really got.
No,
ripped
that's
off.
why I never bought them, because when I saw them and I knew the price, the price on them, I'm like, who
Yeah,
buys
I
them
have
for this
found
price?
them anywhere from $250 to $400.
And at about half that price, it might be worth it.
Okay, that is exactly my first reaction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this will be fun. I can't wait for this.
My
An
my
upcoming
challenge is
episode.
for you
An
to
upcoming
engineer
episode.
it.
I haven't seen it, but an upcoming episode. This will be fun. Anyway, so
Yeah,
there's that.
Yeah.
So that was a tangent off how awesome
That-
Dream Machines are.
Yeah, well, it is because
Yeah, and if you have a Dream Machine and you want to trade up, do it now, because I need more Dream Machines, and there's a fantastic deal for Luminaires right now.
the Luminaire deal, and
Yeah.
that was where I was landing because
Yeah.
I was on this was my final. Oh God. So I'm using this new thing,
Yeah.
and I'm quilting on the Luminaire. Now you keep in mind, ladies, I have a long arm.
Mm-hmm.
I have a computerized, customizable long arm. Someone's giving me stuff. But I was sitting there doing my Alice quilt on my Luminaire
Yeah.
with this new gizmo and my easily downloaded patent from Juju's. And I thought, this is so much more fun.
Really?
I was like, I think I'm going to sell my long arm.
Really? That's interesting. I'm gonna have
I
to revisit
really, I'm like, this is
the weightless quilt.
so
I'm gonna have to
much.
revisit
Well,
that.
it was a combination of it was the
Okay.
Luminaire and all its new,
Yeah.
the features that comes with the Luminaire, the magnetic hoop.
Yeah.
But I started to get a system down, and I like to customize.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is actually easier.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would not have thought that.
I didn't either. I
Okay.
know. So be prepared.
Okay.
I'm very surprised.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
There's
where do we-
that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, so come buy a Luminaire.
So yes, you can't go wrong. Well, I'd get the Dream Machine or the Luminaire. Those are my
Oh,
two
the other thing I'm gonna throw out
favorites.
there is I've got a couple people looking at 10 needles. I'm gonna just throw this out there because
Well,
if I can get 3 people to buy 10 needles, I can do better pricing
Oh, 'cause of
because I can get bulk. I can
Yeah.
get a bulk price on it.
yeah.
So I know I have at least one. So if you're thinking of a 10 needle machine, let me know, because I'm gonna see. I'm trying to get. I like to do the best pricing I can for y'all. And if we get a couple more people, I'm pretty sure we can do some pretty decent
Yeah,
pricing.
that's
on
not something you want to just hanging on in inventory.
Yeah,
a
no,
10-needle
I don't like
machine.
having 10 needles sitting on the floor. They're too expensive for that.
Yeah.
So if it's something you're interested in, if you are debating a 10 needle waffling back and forth, let me know. I'm trying to put together a package of some decent pricing, but I do need to have a few,
Yeah,
to get the best pricing, you gotta go.
makes sense.
I gotta get like a truckload,
sense.
which is like 3 of them.
Hey, I want to
So-
do quiz. I want to do quiz.
Moving on to quiz time.
Can I do quiz?
Quiz time,
Because
yes.
I love this quiz.
Oh, we have a good quiz, okay.
I love it. It may stink, but I like it. So you all ready for quiz time? I can't hear any of the music, so I
He
feel
just ran
really
the graphics,
sad.
so we know it's good.
Okay. All right. Last week's show, one question, guys. There's only one answer. There's only one real answer. Don't
One real answer.
yeah, because
so there's fake answers.
people are going to try and slide something by us on this one, I think. But there's only one real answer.
Okay.
In last week's show, Brent announced to the world
I don't know what I announced to the world.
what you said. Let me word this right. According to Brent, what speed is the sweet spot, and that's what you called it, the sweet spot on the Brother embroidery machines?
I think I remember what I said. Then if I said the wrong thing now.
According to Brent, what speed is the sweet spot on the Brother embroidery
I don't have the
machine?
answer written down. I can't check
Because
myself.
I know the answer.
And and I'm trying to think, what did I
Look,
tell
I
people?
can't hear my dance music. Is there any dance music? In my head, there's dance music.
Oh, wait, we can do that really annoying thing that like 5-year-olds do?
Oh, did you see Stomp back on Broadway, and they
No.
had those big... Wait a minute. We have a
Carolyn-
winner.
Yes, Carolyn will do.
Carolyn!
Lisa was almost there with 60%.
Almost, Lisa. She probably made a typo, which I feel bad about. But the
What?
real answer was 600.
But I mean, you could say 60% because if the machine itself.
No,
I know.
no,
I'm saying.
you can't because
I know.
no,
I'm saying.
See, he's too easy going.
I'm saying I understand how Lisa got there because if
She
the
probably-
top speed is 1050,
No.
60% of that is
Just so
600.
you know, for the record, my sweet spot's 800.
Okay, fine.
I like it a little faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a little faster.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. See, I knew
Yeah.
it was going to be a typo. Now I feel bad.
Well, you know how we roll around here. We're gonna.
I
we're
do.
Gonna,
I feel it.
we're gonna hand it out. 60.
Woo!
So,
Lisa,
Lisa-
baby,
Lisa-
and Carolyn.
Yeah, Lisa and Carolyn. $10 jiggers a minute.
$10 GCs.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, guys. I mean, girls. I mean, ladies. I'm gonna
Wow.
use the right
Okay.
word now. Peeps.
Oh yeah, okay. And now we got
Peeps.
peeps. Sure.
Covers everybody.
Yeah, you know, because you can never be too sure in this day and age.
That's right. Now they come in all colors.
And
so
and
I'm-
you know,
I'm good.
space unicorn,
Yeah. Okay.
monkeys.
All that's good stuff. All right. You want to do your
What-
workbench?
Well, we went from quiz time. Let's do quilt of the week real quick.
Oh gosh, yes.
So this is okay. This is quilt of the week. It's a really pretty quilt.
Blow it up bigger.
It's like a
Oh. There we go. Oh, that is
yeah.
pretty.
She made that out of I think it was a charm pack or not a pack of fat quarters. But the reason I want to do this quilt of the week because it really made me laugh, and I'm not going to name names because well, she's nice, and her first initial is D too, so D will get it. It's not the D. It's just somebody with the first initial D.
Okay.
So she came into the shop very concerned. She's like, I have lost a quilt top. She's like, when I was in here the other day matching up colors, I had this top with me and I can't find it. Do you know where it's at?
She left topless
Yes, she did.
out of our store.
Out of our store. And so I'm like, do you mean this quilt top? Because she had left it on the counter with another quilt. I just assumed she wanted it quilted. And so I pulled it out of the box.
Oh,
And she was like,
man.
yes, I've been looking all over for that for 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm so glad she came in and asked.
Yes, because it was about to get quilted.
Quilted.
So, and then she brought it home. I think she put some borders on it and brought it back. But it really made me laugh.
Oh, that is
But it
cute.
is a gorgeous. It's really a gorgeous quilt. It doesn't come through in the picture, but the background has a metallic gold on it.
Yeah, we have to start showing them off here too when
Yeah,
we can. But I like having this.
Yeah.
That was really pretty.
So anyway, that is the quilt of
Yay!
the week.
So, who is it? Did you say who it was?
I didn't say who it was because I didn't know.
Oh, you don't want to embarrass
I don't know if
them?
she wants.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Start with a D and
Yeah.
end with a B. Free
Start with a D,
quilting!
end with a B? Oh yeah.
Free quilting
Oh.
for quilt of the week.
I forgot I had it written down. Okay. I'm like, wow, she's awesome.
It's telepathic. It's
Oh,
telepathic.
you know, see, I'm gonna have to because my other kid
It's
has a
telepathic.
side hustle of doing tarot card readings on Etsy. I don't know.
And
I'm not making this up.
And people,
so I was thinking to
people
myself,
buy into that.
apparently so. She has repeat customers. And so I was just thinking to myself, dang,
Yeah.
Becky, you really need to,
Yeah.
you and
I wish.
Dad to get together.
I
with.
wish I was that good.
Yeah. I don't, do you know the Etsy site for that?
I'll
Eddie?
pretend. Was it
We should-
Johnny
we should put-
Carson?
we
I'll
should
put the
put a-
little
we should
card
put a
up
link in
here.
the description
Let
for
me
it.
get the winner of the quote of the week starts with the letter D.
Yes.
I need
Anyway.
a peacock feather.
So anyway, that's. We're gonna go. Do you want to do turbo tip or workbench next?
Do your workbench.
Okay, workbench is quick and easy.
I am very curious about this.
This isn't even really a tech thing. This is just kind of a workbench thing because
Well,
what we did is we had this machine come in, and me and Eddie both decided it didn't sew well enough, and we didn't feel like fixing it, and it wasn't worth fixing.
and we're not going to tell that name either, are we?
Oh no, it was one of those. It's gonna. But what we wanted to do is we actually did a cutaway of this machine. We actually took the
Oh, you really hacked into it.
Yeah, we cut the front cover off because I wanted this to demo for people. I'm waiting for another cheap machine to come in so I can make the comparison. But since I don't have them, explain it to people.
Yeah.
One of the things you get when you're buying a sewing machine, the reason I wanted to talk about this is if you look, I mean, you can see all the innards, but that's not what I want to talk about today. I mean, well, we can get into that, but I'm not going to because we don't have all night. What's important about this machine is you can kind of look down here and you'll see that you can see the aluminum frame. There's also, if you look closely, you can see that all of these components are anchored. You can see down, see that this aluminum down here. So you can see that everything on here is anchored to an aluminum subframe. So this whole machine has an internal aluminum frame that holds everything together. And the reason I wanted to show this to you is this is not how all sewing machines are made. So when you've got yourself a $120 Amazon special,
Oh, we should crack one of those.
oh, I'm waiting for one to come in and I'll crack it. Because what's very fascinating is where everything...
I would buy one just to crack it.
I might.
You have one?
Which one? I know, and I ended up throwing it out because it was garbage. No,
No, this one's new.
well, I had Eddie do a nice job of cutting this one open, so the next one we're going to cut open and put next to it.
Okay.
But so if you have a cheap Amazon or Walmart
So this
machine,
isn't a cheap machine.
this is still a inexpensive machine,
Okay.
but it's not the bottom
Of the line.
of the line because you've got that aluminum, that metal subframe that everything's hooked to, gives it a little bit of weight, but more importantly, nothing's going to move. If you get a cheap $200 or $100, I think the CS
You can get 'em for-
600i,
yeah.
they're fairly inexpensive machines. They don't have that aluminum frame.
Is that like what you get at Walmart?
Yeah, what you're going to get at Walmart. What'll happen is if you actually take the plastic off, you'll find that all of this is actually bolted to the back, to this back plastic piece. You can almost feel the difference in the plastic. The plastic's a little bit different, but everything up here is bolted to the plastic cover. So it doesn't have the aluminum, so it doesn't have that metal subframe. So there's a couple reasons that they do that. The
drop
biggest
it.
issue is it saves on cost. You can zoom out if you want, Eddie. Is that saves on cost because they don't have to worry about the aluminum and all that. And it also makes the machine lighter. There's a significant difference in weight between this because it's got that metal frame. But the problem is plastic is very malleable. And so if you take the cover off that, you can actually take the end here and twist
That
this.
means it bends and twists.
It bends
really
and twists,
easy.
yes.
Yeah.
So you can actually take your hand and I can twist this and you can see the whole needle move. And what happens is over time, if you do a lot of heavy sewing, you will start to wear that plastic out and your tolerances start to go and the machine pretty much is ready to throw away.
You can't really. Do
You
much
can
with
you
it.
replace parts and stuff, but you have to replace the plastic that is anchored to really make it work properly. So that's one thing to watch out for. I can list you all the models that do it, and I'm not saying that a plastic machine like that is a bad machine. If you're only sewing, if you're putting a total of 4 hours a year on your machine because you're
Yeah.
hemming pants or something like that,
Yeah.
it's a really cost-effective way to go because you don't need something high-end. You just want something that'll lay down stitches. But if you're doing 10 hours a week, you're going to burn through that machine in about 6 months because it's not
Wow.
made because it's not anchored properly. You're going to eventually sew through it. So I just wanted to point that out because you also get the other age-old debate of metal versus plastic because you get an old Singer and people are like, I got this old Singer, it's made of metal, so it's
Yeah.
better than your newfangled junk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the truth is, this still has a metal interior, and one of the things from a tech standpoint is I actually prefer the plastic gears to the metal gears.
Because this has plastic
Yeah,
gears.
and you're going to find all modern machines have plastic gears, or most of them.
Okay.
The upside to a plastic gear that nobody talks about is when a plastic gear breaks, it's broken. You can see the tooth missing on a plastic gear. Plastic,
Versus bent or...
yeah, metal tends to bend before it breaks. And what'll happen on an old machine is you jam it up, bend one of the teeth or one of the cogs, you'll never find it because it's out, you know.
So you have to replace the whole
You end up, you
mechanism?
start just replacing stuff trying to figure out where it's messed up because you can't see what's broken. Whereas plastic breaks. You're going to see it's broken, let's replace that component. Whereas metal may fatigue and be out of tolerance.
I never saw how they dialed in what these dials did before. That's kind of cool.
And
There's a little tooth there that...
Yeah, and that's another kind of interesting side
Yeah.
note. Everybody wants like, oh, I want I don't want a new computerized digital machine. What's interesting though is if you're one of those people that likes the environment and efficiency and all that, everything on this machine it's an analog, so there's not digital. Everything runs off this motor here.
Yeah.
Everything is powered by this motor, and these cams figure everything out.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So that it's interesting from an engineering standpoint, but from an efficiency standpoint, it's super inefficient because of all the friction and everything you have, and this motor has to drive everything.
Yeah.
New modern machines have about 6 tiny little motors, at least 6. The Luminaire, I think, has closer to a dozen motors that do different things. So they've done away with all these plastic gears and cams, and it's all done with a little motor, which is a lot more energy efficient.
We should crack open a Luminaire.
We could.
That would be so...
Oh, well, maybe we'll make a special episode where we crack a bunch of machines open and you can see the difference. But it's just something to consider that newer machines, the computerized ones, are a lot more efficient because they don't have all of that mechanical drain, all that friction and everything moving. So if you look at a new machine, the motor is about a third the size of that. And because all that motor has to do on a new machine is drive the needle up and down. The motor doesn't have to turn the cams and everything. They've got separate motors to do the zigzag. They've got separate motors to adjust feed dogs.
That's cool.
But anyway,
Never seen inside a machine.
I just wanted to show that
That's
if
pretty
you're
cool.
if you're
I'm
in the
interested.
market for a machine or you're looking for just a second machine,
And this one is really cheap. We'll give this to you for $1.
I actually
Now we're gonna keep it because
we're keeping
it's a
this
nice
one.
demo.
But I do have a couple machines coming in. They're gonna be I want to say they're gonna be about $200. They're not super high-end fancy machines, but I had to order. I'm just people are always coming in looking for a starter machine, and it's not going to be computerized. It's going to be an analog machine, but it's going to be about $200, and it is going to have the internal frame and all the stuff to make it last. You're gonna, if you do get it, and you start sewing, you're gonna come in and trade it in for something else. But if you just want a little machine, I should have those in. Yeah, I should have those in next week. So if you got somebody,
that's what we're gonna rent for $25 a day, right? One of those cheesy little.
No,
I know.
The worst machine you'll get if you rent is a PS 500.
Yeah.
More than likely the 1350. Those are just nice machines. I would, if you're gonna rent, you might as well set you up nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had for today. And then
That
we're
was
gonna
a
go to.
lot, Brent.
Well, we're going okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we're gonna end a
That's
little
all right.
early because the
Hey,
kids in town.
turbo tips.
Yay!
Woo, woo, woo. Woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo. Okay.
Woo-wee.
Okay. You know I've been working on this quilt that has 10,000 triangles in it.
Yes.
And I got to the point where I had to make 32 of these.
Oh yeah, and give us an overhead shot because you have to see this. That
And-
she has them labeled.
Well,
32.
That's
It's like you count
that's
your.
number 3, 32. The number
I'm
3, and this
impressed.
is the pink version of number 3.
And you have 32 in there.
Yeah,
See,
I
I would have
do.
I would have just had a stack of and just throw them in there. Hope I had enough.
Oh, well,
that's how
no, I put how many they're supposed to be. So when I have to make, and I had showed you, backtrack just a little bit here, I had showed you how I use this little ruler and I use my washi tape so I don't forget where to put things and blah, blah, blah. I'll get there, right? Because I was only making 1 or 2 of the same thing. Well, I showed you using this wonderful quilter's wand a couple shows ago. Well, if I'm only making, 4 of the same kind, yeah. But if I had to make 32 of the same kind, heck no.
That's what I'm saying.
Heck no, I'm not doing it
That's
that
what
way.
Okay, you're speaking my language.
All right, so now I know there are a zillion ways to make half square triangles, okay? I'm not pretending I know every way. This is the second way I know and the second way I like.
Okay.
I'm sure there's probably 3 other ways or 6 other ways. There is a product out there called, actually, if you can show my iPad.
Oh, we've had these before.
Well,
Oh, wait, no, it
this
wasn't
is a
these.
different. This
Yeah,
is
there was
different.
one
I'm
that
going
was
to tell you why this is different. There's a product that you can download, and I downloaded mine. I don't know if there's a date on here. This is like one of the first things, so it's probably 10 years ago. A product called Triangulations. And the reason I like it,
Is it not up, Eddie? It's not coming through.
oh shucks, Triangulations
Okay.
downloads to either your Mac, well, I'll show this,
Do you have it on number 4, Eddie?
to your Mac or your PC, and I don't have to know what size square I need ahead of time. Like if you carried product in the store called what are those little paper star spangles.
Fangles.
Singles.
Fangles.
Sa-
Yes, we had a bunch
Okay,
of those.
you
for,
have to know ahead of time what size you're going to need, and
Yeah.
I have to know that Brent's going to carry it in the store.
Yeah. And
Okay, and that's never there when I need it. Or I don't plan ahead and go, oh, I got to make 32 of these?
Yeah, but see, the problem with that from a store standpoint, I'm going to defend myself here.
No, I'm with you.
Is like a 4 3/4 half square triangle. Why am I going to carry? That's such an odd size. Why am I going
Right.
to have that instead of?
But what I do want you to carry, and we've talked about this, not
And I should
not
have.
necessarily her foundation
I have
paper,
some of her stuff in here. Do I
but
not?
foundation paper,
Yes.
because I use this for paper piecing all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, we have this. A lot of that. We
So
have that.
I never not have this product in my sewing room, because what I can do with this triangles thing, and literally you download it for less than $30, I can print out these sheets on my laser printer or my inkjet printer any size I need, whenever I need it, up to the 1/8 of an inch. I just go to the little chart, and it tells me what page to find it on. For example, you'll notice this was page 30. I don't know if you can see, it says
Yeah.
page 30. And I said, okay, my patent instructions said I wanted to be finished at 3 inches. So I print these out. I go, okay, I need the 3-inch finished one. It's that easy.
And it says it right there. 3
Yeah,
inch finish.
and it's on page 30. And I go, well, I need 32 of them. Well, this one sheet of paper is going to give me 8.
Which
so-
says it right here.
So how many pieces of paper do I print out?
8 divided by 32,
Is,
or 32 divided by 8. Like 5 is 40,
oh
so
my
4.
God, oh my
4.
God. Ma, where are you when we need ya? So
It's been a long time.
I don't have to keep anything in my stash except
for the paper to print
this.
it out.
And truthfully, when I've run out of this, I've done this on regular paper too. And what happens is,
What? Just as a quick side note, what's the advantage of the paper piecing paper versus regular paper? Why would I want to buy
Well,
this instead of?
because people say this rips easier, but I'll be honest, by the time you turn your stitch down to, I like 1.8, and if you fold it properly, it's going to rip away.
No, but how
It
about?
does, but
how about
this
does
is supposed to be rips easier.
rips easier? How about needlewear? Does it? Is one or the other?
I couldn't tell you about needlewear, to be
Because that would be
honest
one of
with
my
you.
concerns.
This
sewing through
sounds
paper.
nicer with the needle going through
Okay.
it, because it's a more softer piece of paper. It doesn't go, no, it's like.
Yeah, but that machine gun sound, you know.
But I don't know, if you haven't used this, and that now on the same CD, they've upgraded, it does your flying geese, and it does quarter square triangles. And it's all, literally, there's a chart, and it tells you what page to go to.
And you just print the page
And
out.
you just print your page, and you're done. And what you do is you put your 2 pieces right side together, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not ironing your seams open, remember to always put the one that you're going to press to on top. We've talked about that before.
We
Makes
did. I think
pressing
or something.
easier.
Yeah, we did at one point.
So
But do I remember is the question.
I stick that, well, I just reminded you.
Okay.
And then I stick my little paper on here like this. And I put, maybe a pin or 2. And literally look at this
You're
paper.
not going to glue it? You don't glue it?
Nope. No, I do not glue it. I don't. There, you have it. And then see these little arrows? All you do
Yeah.
is go, and you start, pick a spot to start, and you go, sew, sew, So I'm just pivoting my needle, and I'm sewing all the way around until I get back to, oh, it's all done. Did you see that? It's like
Yeah.
a little game. And then you trim exactly where you see it. You trim the lines, and it's perfect.
So you don't have to go
There's
through.
no dog ears. There's no.
You don't have to go through and resize them like you do on some of them?
No, this is it. This is it. Look how
Nice.
beautiful they are. And I didn't have to come in and say, Brent, I need to make 64
Mm-hmm.
3-inch finished half square triangles.
And I'd be like, get
And
to
you
it.
go, all right. I literally, I'm sorry, maybe I can show you this. Does that show, Eddie? Because this will show you everything it does. And you can digitally download them. I mean, you could buy the CD, and
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I
Does it-
download, and it doesn't matter
I was
if you're a
gonna say,
Mac or a PC.
half the
It's a
com-
PDF file, people. It's a PDF file.
Oh,
That's
so-
somebody has drawn all this pretty little stuff out and made an index of what page to find it on, and then you print it out. That's it. It's a PDF. It's ingenious.
yes. What was it? Triangulations?
Triangulations, and it is by Bear Paw Productions, and I'm
Yep.
telling you, I've used this for probably 10 years now. I love it.
So bearpawproductions.com.
Yep.
Okay.
And it'll do flying geese the same way on a sheet. Multiple flying geese, half square triangles, and quarter square triangles, all for less than $30.
Nice. Can't go wrong.
It's a no-brainer.
Yep. And I like it.
I love
I
it,
actually-
especially because I got to make 64 more.
I can actually see where I might actually use that as lazy. You might have convinced me there's a better way than an easy angle to make half square triangles.
Oh, if I have to make, you know what? And let me tell you something. Even if I have to make, let's say I don't need 8, I just need 4.
Mm-hmm.
I still use this product. If I have to make 2, let me tell you, all you do is cut here first. And instead of an 8-inch piece in this size, I'm going to
Yeah.
make a 4-inch piece, and
Yeah.
I'm going to make these 4.
I like it.
Slice and dice, I'm done. And they're perfect. And you know I like perfection.
Yes.
I strive for it, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's my turbo tip. And
Okay.
anybody want to make some more triangles? I got about 120 more to go.
On that bombshell. Yeah, we were going to end a little early. We thought we were going to
Yeah.
end early because like
We
my
did.
kids
I
in
didn't
town
bring
and
it.
stuff. Yeah, it
I didn't
work
bring
out.
another thing, but that's
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
all right.
Sorry.
We filled
It was
the
too
hour.
fun. It's too
It
fun.
was fun, yes. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in again next week for another episode of Shenanigans with Becky and Brent.
Because there will be one.
There will be.
So on.
Yes, and so remember to sew on.
We have a happy mannequin.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.